1986, Alan Moore wrote a two-part series called Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow. It started with the Superman comics and went straight through into Action Comics. It told the story of the apparent death of the last son of Krypton, and it actually heralded the end of Silver Age Superman. Now in 2009, Neil Gaiman wrote a two-part story called Whatever Happened to the Caped Crusader. It started in Batman comics and went through to Detective Comics, and it is one of my personal favourites.
Yes. You know, there are two different kinds
No,
of
no, you don't do that in this one. No.
Look, okay, I know, but frankly, you're kind of proving my point with this one.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's one of those high art, ask the big questions kind of comics.
Yes, but it is also a classic whodunit.
Yeah, but it's a metaphysical whodunit. I mean, by the end, you're asking yourself questions like, you know, what, if anything, they done?
You're going to go with that?
Yeah, I'm going with that.
Standing by that?
I'm happy there.
Okay. It's not the story that gets me so much. I mean, it's Neil Gaiman. It's going to be a good story.
That's a given.
Yeah, it's the artwork that kind of puts this close to my heart. I've said it before, and I will say it again, Andy Kubert is an absolute genius, and he's teamed up with some amazing artists in this. We've got Scott Williams on inks, and we've got Alex Sinclair on colours. It's a bit of a dream team.
Scott Williams, again, like we had with Hush. I love that guy.
And how could you not? With Whatever Happened, he borrows from a lot of different styles of Batman. I mean, we're going through, what, the 70-odd year career of the Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Each with their own specific Batman. I absolutely adore it.
Well, they did really pay homage to a lot of the big names.
Yeah.
You've got Dick Sprang, you've got Neil Adams, of course Bob Kane.
Bob Kane.
It's and I also really love the sketchbook section at the end that Kubert's put in. I mean, is that in the collected edition as well, or just the singles?
No, it is. You've got the little section at the back with the sketchbook, but you also get a couple of Neil Gaiman stories from Secret Origins and a Batman Black and White.
Nice.
Yes.
Bonus. But you know what? We should probably look a bit more at the story on this one.
Indeed.
We kind of skipped over that.
We did.
This one happens in Batman's wake.
Neil Gaiman likes a wake.
Doesn't he, though?
He does.
Yeah. And you've got various friends and enemies, good guys and bad guys, getting up and telling the story of how the Batman finally died.
Yeah. Now, you know which...
And every single story, though, completely different.
Yes, it is. And you know the one that really got to me was Alfred's story, The Gentleman's Gentleman.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful story about how Alfred actually creates all the big outlandish villains that Batman fights in an effort to keep Bruce sane.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I spent pretty much the entire part one wondering what the hell was going on.
See, and that is where you went wrong, sir.
Oh, is that where? Okay.
With a book like this, you really just allow it to kind of wash over you and immerse yourself into this beautiful artwork. I mean, Neil Gaiman has never been one to give you an easy story.
No.
He likes you to do the hard work and kind of put it together piece by piece. Kind of like how Batman puts together a case.
Ooh, I see what you did
See,
there.
I'm a clever girl.
You are. Now, it is a very satisfying jigsaw to slot together by the end of it. Really is. I've got to say, though, obviously this came out a little bit before Final Crisis, and it kind of hooks into the whole Batman death in that one. But I wish it had come later. I wish it had hooked into the changeover into the new 52.
Absolutely.
It would have fit so well.
It would have fit, but you know, hindsight is 20/20.
Sure.
This is a Batman story to quite literally put to bed a lot of other Batman stories.
I suppose you're right.
Yeah, and it also has won a lot of awards.
That's true. It won an SFX Sci-Fi Award. It won British Fantasy Award.
And it was nominated for a Hugo Award for Best Graphic Novel.
That's true.
Which is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Now, this is an absolute beautiful piece of Batman fiction that any fan should have on their bookshelf.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Excellent.
You should have this book. Do you? Get it.